Hey, how you guys doing today? This is Sal with more hookah product to show you guys. We got some new inventory in. We actually got the new miles in stock today. And I would be showing you what you would expect when you get a brand new one out the box. When you first get a new mile, they're actually designed in USA, assembled in China, but they're actually one of our best selling hookahs that we actually have. When you first open the Maya box, you would get your hose, your charcoal holder, you would get your stem piece and the bottom stem for your base. And last but not least, coolest part out of it, the base. What do we got here? We actually got the chrome and gray smoked edition of the Mile hookah. And the cool thing I like about this is the glass is actually made in Romania. You're not getting anything that's cheap, so you can check those out. So it's a real good double blown glass, which is real thick and it's all hand designed. The first thing you would do when you get your hookah is you want to get the water level right. So you would get the water, and you want to make sure you want to go ahead and have it midway in the hookah, midway in the base. You want to have it right in the middle. You don't want to have a little too much or less water. You want to go ahead and maximize the amount of smoke. So you want to go ahead and fill that up right. Second thing you would do is you would simply take your stem and you would just simply screw it onto the treading. And you have simple treading right here. Screw right down, make sure it's tight. No. As soon as you screw your stem on, you want to make sure it's nice and snug on there. And the cool thing that I really like about this Maya hookahs is actually screw on. So instead of having the old traditional way of hookahs where you have a rubber garment in the inside in order to go ahead and fit that in, the cool thing about these Maya ones is you would easily just put that down and you can simply just screw it on. Once you screw it on, you'll feel it getting a little bit tighter. Once it's tight, it's pretty good. You don't need to have it all the way tight on there. Simple, nice. And the cool thing I like about this is you have a new friend into hookah and they actually don't know. One common mistake that a lot of hookah smokers do is they would actually pick the hookah up from the stem, which can cause your base to fall down. But since if you do get the new Maya e-hookahs, you would actually have that screwed on, so it would actually help you a lot better into tighten grip. It wouldn't fall. It's perfect level. And then the water, you want to have it about midway. You want it to evenly bubble. You want to get that nice perk so you can actually get a good amount of smoke. So once you have your base screwed on real tight, everything's tight and fitted, you want to go ahead and start off with your hookah tray. You would just simply take that. Take your rubber garment, unscrew the tip, and you want to go ahead and screw that on real nice and tight. You want to make sure you want to have your tray held down a little bit steady because you are going to be putting hot charcoal on here, so you want to make sure it's tight and snug on there. You want to put back your rubber garment. You want to make sure that's actually nice in there. And they actually give you all brand new. Everything that you see here, you actually get it with the Maya hookah, so you wouldn't have to go out and get anything else that you don't need to. All you would need is your water and your aluminum foil on top and your hookah tobacco, which we'll get to that in a little bit. When you get your new Maya bowl, you would just want to go ahead and put that on there nice and snug. to make sure it's tight on there. Sometimes you can actually lift it up from the bowl. That's how you can actually make sure it's tight, but I wouldn't actually recommend doing that. You can actually drop your hookah. The cool thing too I like about Maya holes is they actually provide you with a real long hookah. So it's not deceiving like any other hookah when you go ahead and buy it, and whenever you put on the hookah and it's real short. So this one actually gives you a little bit long. So you can actually have your hookah set up somewhere and hit it when you're laying in bed, or you know, you're somewhere sitting on the couch. You wouldn't have to be all up close to the hookah. You can actually step back, enjoy it, and smoke. And you want to go ahead and make sure this is tight on there so you can actually get a good amount of smoke. You don't want any smoke or any air coming through here that's unnecessary that you wouldn't need to. It's actually very nice, well-leveled water. Once you go ahead and have your water filled up, you want to go ahead and take your bowl off the top. Set that up right here. And today we are going to have the Starbuzz pink flavored. We're going to have that actually into the hookah today. Just go ahead and simply open your hookah. They actually come pre-packed, double layer, so you can actually get more flavor and actually hold more flavor. Before you open the package, I always suggest you want to get this mixed in real good so you can actually get all the flavors going. When you buy this brand new from the store, you would actually gonna have all the juices, you can notice, just sitting in the bottom. So when you pre-mixed it, you're making sure you're getting all the flavors that you can maximize your hookah smoke. What I would first start off is you would get you a plate, some type of surface, because it's always good to get your hookah mixed in real good and sprinkled. You don't want to put a big chunk of hookah tobacco into your bowl because it will cause your hookah to clog. So you want to make sure you want to sprinkle and get that in there real nice. In order to pack your bowl, you would just start sprinkling it little bit by little bit in order to you want to put that to the top of the rim of the hookah, but you don't want to overpack it, so you got to make sure you want to sprinkle that in there. But go ahead and have it about right there. It's about perfect for a hookah bowl. You don't want to overfill it. I always suggest, if you're new to hookah smoking, I would always suggest you buy pre-poked foil. If not, they're very easy. You can pre-poke your own foil. But you want to make sure you want to put the right amount of holes, because if you do put too many holes onto the foil, it wouldn't give you wouldn't get the optimal use of your hookah tobacco, and it would actually burn out a lot, and you wouldn't get bigger clouds. I'm going to go ahead and pull one of the sheets out. These are evenly distributed, so if you don't have pre-made hookah foil, I would suggest you just copy it to the same exact. You don't want to have too much of bigger holes. This is the perfectly made holes for the hookah ball. You want to go ahead and put that tight on there. I always suggest is you put it on the side and then going on the edges to make sure that you're actually getting a sealed good hookah bowl. And you want to go ahead and do that a couple times. One piece of advice too, if you're setting up more than one hookah bowl and you want to go ahead and let it sit for a while, I always suggest you want to put it upside down so you can actually have all the juice in the beginning and ready, and it wouldn't just leak out the bottom. After you go ahead and have your hookah foil on your hookah bowl, make sure you have your aluminum foil tight on there and snug so you won't have excess air coming in. We'll just simply take this, take your hookah bowl and just install it right on top. You want to make sure you want to put that a little bit down. You want that snug feel. You don't want to get any excess air because that can mess up your hookah experience. Once you have that set on there, you're all set. You just need to light your charcoal and have a good time and enjoy it. Our charcoal of choice is 3 Kings. They're very easy, beginner style. They're instant light. They're the most typical charcoal that's actually used in all your hookah bars. They're very easy to light, and you would actually, most likely if you started smoking hookah, you started with 3 Kings. They're the oldest brand, and they're actually made in Holland, which is real good quality charcoal. You don't want to get any cheap Chinese quality charcoal because it can actually harm you with all the chemicals and all the other stuff, and it can actually also mess up the flavor of tobacco that you're smoking. You wouldn't taste your flavor all the way. You would just simply grab one of these with 2 thongs, suggested, the ones that's already provided for you with the Maya hookah. You would just light it up. You can just go ahead and set this right on top. And you would have to wait. I would always suggest you wait about 5 minutes after it's burning to completely finish the process, and you would have to actually wait till it's all gray in order to start smoking the hookah. I wouldn't suggest you start smoking it now because you would be inhaling all these toxics and fumes that's supposed to evaporate and burn first. So you always have to wait. Sometimes you can actually set up your charcoal. If you don't want to go ahead and put that on your hookah, you can actually set it right here, right on the side, and have that. Once it's ready, you can go ahead and pick it up, set it right on top of the hookah. And I always suggest you want to have your charcoal on the edge. You never want to go ahead and put it right in the middle. Unless you're midway through the session and you want to go ahead and actually finish the hookah bowl, you want to go ahead and put that in the middle. But it's always word of advice, the best thing is to put it right on the side, and you would move it in a rotating motion. So it would be from edge to edge. And it'll be so on and so forth. Sit back, enjoy your new Maya smoke.